The American Business Council Nigeria is regarded as the voice of American businesses in Nigeria. Incorporated in 2007, this organization intends to solidify U.S.-Nigeria relations through representation of American companies in the home of Africa's largest economy.
My name is Superibo Ideria. I'm usually referred to as SOPS. I am the Managing Director for SLB, previously called Schlumberger, in West Africa. I also double up as the President for the American Business Council in Nigeria, which we refer to as ABC. The ABC Group is a group of about 83 companies today. These are the large American domiciled businesses that you know from the likes of Coca-Cola, Facebook, Microsoft, SLB, Exxon, and we as a body make up a significant portion of the private industry, which, as we know, is in a country like Nigeria is very critical, considering the fact that the true wealth of any nation is one that really produces significantly goods and services, and our companies are a key pillar in enabling Nigeria to do this.
With multi-million-dollar U.S. companies on its membership roster, the Council strives above and beyond to ensure American companies the ease of doing business in the country.
As an AmCham, we drive trade and investment opportunities between the two countries, Nigeria and the US, and in the interest of member companies. And one of the things we also do is to work with partners to ensure that we have a great socio-economic environment that is helpful for businesses to thrive. And with our over 83 companies, we really work to see what we can do, not just for the companies to exist and thrive in Nigeria, but also to see what Nigeria can benefit from US companies.
The American Business Council Nigeria has been involved in major milestones with U.S.-Nigeria relations and is currently active in changing the economic landscape of Nigeria through public policy advocacy, promotion, and implementation. The Council has been involved over the last couple of years in advancing U.S.-Nigeria relations through solid partnerships with organizations.
My name is Felix Ofungu. I'm the CEO of ISN Medical. I oversee a team of around 200 people across various countries in West Africa. Sure. For over 40 years, we've helped healthcare practitioners save lives by providing them with the tools that they need to accurately diagnose their patients and treat their patients. So we provide medical devices and consumables and reagents that they use to diagnose their patients. We believe that every patient should receive proper diagnosis prior to therapy and even during therapy. And our mission is to give peace of mind to healthcare practitioners and their patients through innovative medical diagnostic solutions. When I think of the Council's mandate, so to speak, there are a few areas there that are really essential to how we are looking to develop as a company. So when it comes to networking with other American companies or companies that are affiliated with American businesses, that's essential to us as well. Developing market insights is a big part of our business planning system. Also, in terms of advocacy, I think that's the biggest role that American Business Council plays, advocating for the interests of American businesses in the country and their affiliates. These are all areas where we would rely very heavily on American Business Council and its infrastructure to support us in achieving.
Partnership with the American Business Council is very important to us. I think when we think about things like how we pull together to help prefer proposals for enabling policies, how we leverage the American Business Council as well to convene, stakeholder groups, to have the conversations that could essentially help foster, the right environment that we need for businesses to thrive, I think is critical. And I think is also important because with the American Business Council, we're able to show how American businesses, essentially are contributing to the socioeconomic development, for the country. So that's a partnership that we're very proud to be part of.
Working with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, or in being a sister organization to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, it's inevitable that we're in this very productive partnership with the American Business Council of Nigeria. And we've done quite some work together. I think we often lose count of how much we've done together. But the most important thing is our values align on the fact that business needs democracy, and democracy needs business to thrive. What PSDF is trying to do is harness that collective spirit that is in the civic community and with civil society organizations, bring that together with the strength and the force of the private sector in achieving policy reform, and see how we can achieve reform towards stronger democratic governance system.
Apart from organizations, the American Business Council Nigeria has partnered with top graduate institutions like the Lagos Business School. Since its inception, the Council has worked with the school on multiple economic update events held quarterly, supported the LBS Yale Executive Leadership Program, and looked together to formulate the Sustainability Review Plan.
As a business school, we're connected into the business community. American Business Council is also an entity or a community of business leaders. So what we're trying to do, so there's already an alignment or a convergence of the word business across our names. And then what do? They're focused on American businesses and we're focused on Nigerian businesses. So how do we help reach American businesses with the domain-specific knowledge and research and evidence knowledge to ensure that they can thrive and work effectively in Nigeria? And we do that through different types of partnerships or engagements. One of them is even having access to what we call our Lagos Business School Breakfast Club series, which is a monthly breakfast series where we bring industry leaders together to talk about industry issues within the Nigerian environment. We look at the macroeconomic conditions, we look at topical industry issues, and then that helps businesses in the country, new to the country, to understand what are the dynamics and also meet other business leaders. So there's that networking and knowledge exchange. Basically, the Global CEO program is already a partner-based program that's run here in Lagos with the Lagos Business School, in Kenya with Strathmore Business School, as well as in Yale with the School of Management at Yale. So what we were able to do when the cohorts go to each of the locations. So when the cohort went to the US for their in-country module, one of the things we were able to do there was with the American Business Council, engage them with the Nigerian community. So basically they went into New York to visit with the Nigerian High Commissioner, and again talking about bilateral relationships and how do we ensure that we're building Nigerians who want to also come into the US, build partnerships and engage in terms of what level of support the consulate will give them, etc. And I think the American Business School does this very well, because that's what they do here with American companies, working with the commercial section of the United States Embassy in Lagos and in Abuja.
The Council has also worked with its affiliate in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, in organizing the Digital Economy Competition and Conference, in addition with engaging with its entities like the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, and the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. The partnership between both parties have bore a fruitful union over the years, and in 2023, the U.S. Chamber and the American Business Council brought the Nigerian president to the United States to ring the closing bell at NASDAQ.
Recently, we collaborated and had an event in NASDAQ. This was in New York late last year, which was an event that really showcased Nigeria as a place where you could come and invest, a place that of course does have its own challenges, but definitely one that is moving in the right direction and can create value for all stakeholders. We had the president there. It was an outstanding event. We had a good roundtable, executive roundtable with all the relevant stakeholders you could find within the Nigerian private industry, and in terms of policymakers, we're all there.
To further advance U.S.-Nigeria relations, the Council has worked with the U.S. government on the intellectual property events, commercial and investment dialogues, as well as a series of roundtable meetings with top U.S. and Nigerian government officials. The U.S. mission has been instrumental to the growth of the American Business Council membership by engaging U.S. companies to join the Council.
I had the incredible opportunity of working together with the American Business Council, the ABC. They are a key partner for the United States government here in Nigeria in helping us address business climate issues and support American companies as they try to expand their operations and activities here in Nigeria. One of the powerful things about the ABC is they have a convening power to bring together American companies to advocate on behalf of the business community to the Nigerian government. That gives them an incredible power. U.S. companies represent the largest foreign direct investment into Nigeria. So when they convene and come together through the ABC, they are able to advocate powerfully with the government on specific issues and provide a way for the government to come and engage with us. And we've seen it happen over and over and over again. When the government's writing legislation and regulations, they reach out to the ABC and they say, hey, how is this going? Does this look right? What do your companies think about it? So it's a great mechanism for us as the U.S. government to learn about the business community. It's our first port of call whenever we have questions about what's happening. And it's a great way for the Nigerian government to engage with their top investor.
Among many things, the organization remains influential in strengthening the cybersecurity landscape and empowering Nigeria's youth to capitalize on the training opportunities and the growing digital sector in Nigeria. The Council has been one of the first organizations in Nigeria to set up a cybersecurity hub, working with the partners to address the growing cybercrime issues.
Working with partners, we have set up a cybersecurity hub, and this for me, it's really one major achievement, because now we're able to put action to the words that we have said, the commitments around helping, to work around cybersecurity in the country, working with our partners and member companies, just to make sure that this moves forward.
I think the digital economy, unlocking that, working with the US companies, the US itself, I think this is a core area that the future looks bright.
With the business between the U.S. and Nigeria evolving, the American Business Council Nigeria continues to promote the development of commerce and investment between countries to promote capacity building and human capital development in Nigeria.
So one of the things I love doing with the ABC is hosting joint events together, where the ABC is able to bring forward policy issues, convene, really that convening power of the ABC, our companies, Nigerian kind of key players in the policy space, in the think tank space, in the academic space, together to come and talk about key issues. We've done it on creative sector, we've done it on the tech sector, we've done it even with specific geographic sectors where we have like a governor come, and then we bring together people from a variety of the tech sector just to make commitments on how the American companies are going to be investing in that area, in that region, and help develop the ecosystem. And there's a lot of ecosystems to be developed. So, and I love the role that American companies are playing, and that, again, convening power that the ABC has to help everybody come together.
This is why the organization remains a strong leader in advancing U.S.-Nigeria relations through partnerships. We are the American Business Council Nigeria, the voice of American businesses in Nigeria.